Enhance your experience by becoming a supporting member. Gain access to unseen videos and video requests. 3-day free trial by visiting zionmembership.com. Chosen ones, empaths, you've probably had your fair share of toxic individuals involved in your life, right? Perhaps romantic relationships, friendships, family members, colleagues, associates, or maybe you've had it from all angles, right? And the thing is when I say it's better to be single, most people in toxic relationships, that is the truth, right? If you go back generations, the divorce rate was lower. People generally had reciprocity, and these days it's very toxic, right? So I don't want any of you, to be feeling down, to be feeling hurt, to be feeling lonely, right? About not being in a relationship. Because a lot of these relationships that you witness with your own eyes, if you was actually involved in the dynamics of those, you'd see the true colors of it. You'd realize it's toxic as hell. And this is why I'm not saying you need to be single forever. No. Naturally, people desire to meet their companion, perhaps have a family, things of that nature. It's a natural inclination for human beings to have that. But that's why I'm just saying, enjoy your time when you're single and fall back. Fall back a bit, Don't be in a rush, Don't be in a rush, and don't let the negative energy try and tell you time's running out or anything like that, Don't let negative energy try and tell you that, because you can always meet your companion. There was someone that I spoke to, I mentioned it before on the Narcissist channel, but their dad was with a narcissist for 30 years, and he met his soulmate in his 70s, and now they travel around the world together, and they're really compatible and stuff. So I'm just saying, you don't need to, you just enjoy the season of singleness, because you have a chance, you have a chance to fall back, if you're involved with someone who's not on your, if you, for example, you being authentic, genuine, pure, transparent, honest, true, if you're doing all of those things and the person that you're with is not on the same page as you, it's not going to work. And that's why it's better to avoid it, It's better to avoid it than be with someone who's not on the same page as you. But if you fall back, you fall back a bit. And what I mean by fall back is just take a step back, don't rush, take your time. You could possibly meet someone who's taking those same steps that you're taking, someone who's being prepared for you, like the same way that you've gone through maybe abusive relationships or you've gone through toxicity. There could be someone who's also being prepared and they've gone through similar things, and then you'll be able to have a real solid bond, and if you meet someone like that, and it's possible, it's really possible. And that's why if you take a step back, fall back a bit, don't rush, take your time and choose wisely, you may run into a lot of counterfeits and phonies along the way. You may well do. You may run into plenty of counterfeits and phonies along the way. But that's why you've been given the spirit of discernment, the ability to judge well, to decipher those that are right from wrong, And you can't let these fakes and phonies and snakes affiliate with you. Just on the topic, regardless if you can't let fakes or snakes I know this is on the topic of being single and relationships and stuff, but you can't let fakes or snakes be affiliated with you in your friendships, in your family, in colleagues or associates. You want nothing to do with them. It's better to be solo than have some fakes and snakes around, you know? And I always say this, but one of the most important things to have in a relationship is reciprocation and reciprocity. It's one of the most important things to actually have. And if you find someone who is like that, who reciprocates what you say, who puts equal effort, cherish them. Look, like, be proud that be grateful, that you found someone of that caliber, because there are so many fakes. And these relationships that you see perhaps on the TV or on social media, honestly, if you was involved in them, you'd really see, and you probably know, you already know, you've probably already been through a toxic situation with a narcissist perhaps, or another toxic individual. You've probably already been through a situation with them, so you already know, right? So these relationships that you see that appear all rosy and great and wonderful, there's some real toxic individuals out there these days, right? And not everyone can have what it is that you're looking for, that authentic, genuine kind of relationship. Not everyone can have that. That's just the way it's going to go, because people are settling to be involved in toxic relationships. So that's why I'm saying it's better to be single for this period of time, because you have the ability to choose now. You can select appropriately. You can take your time to choose who it is that you want to be with, and that's a beautiful place to actually be in, so enjoy it, take your time. There's no rush, and someone who accepts you for you being you, it's not a fairy tale. It exists out there because it exists in you, it already exists in you, so it's out there, it's out there. And God or the universe will be preparing someone for you, and eventually when you meet that person, you'll know in your spirit, in your soul, you'll know that this person is meant for you. You'll know that this person is, and it's still going to take effort. That's not to say that it's not going to take effort still. It's still going to take equal effort, It's still you're going to still have to make sure that you're healed appropriately from your past and stuff of that nature. You're healed from the narcissist that was involved in your life, perhaps, or you're healed from toxic individuals that are involved in your life, or from whether it was family or friends or romantic partners or colleagues or associates. You're healed from that, and you endeavor in this relationship with this person, and there'll be reciprocation. So enjoy now. Don't despair. Just don't despair. There's a difference between, I've made videos on this, but there's a difference between being lonely and alone. If you go around feeling lonely, it's a negative frequency. If you go around feeling lonely all the time, but someone can be alone and not necessarily lonely. You see, being alone, you can actually be, content with being alone. And that's kind of the stance that you want to approach the situation with. You want to be content with being by yourself, loving yourself, being kind to yourself. You want to be in a good place in your mind, in your heart, and in your soul. You want to be in a good place so you can recognize someone else who's also in that good place, And there's plenty of people that are going to settle around the world, around the globe, that are going to settle for toxicity. And that's just the way it's going to be. But you're different, and you're going to find that something different. You're definitely going to find it, So don't despair. It's understandable that you after the experiences you've been through, you have negative energy come around and tell you that, You know, you won't find someone authentic and genuine and true, but you can. It's possible because it's within you. It's within you, you know. You will find someone that is authentic, genuine and true. So don't despair. And if you'd like to know why you're better off with without fake friends, click this video here. So anyway, we're back with another video soon. Peace.